Luis Manzano's reaction to Angel Locsin's shocking news about Darna. Check this out. A lot of people were truly shocked after Angel Locsin announced to public that she can no longer do the movie Darna because of a disc bulge that formed in her spine after an intensive training. Because of the disc bulge in her spine, she was forced to undergo rehab and treatment. Are you wondering how Luis Manzano reacted after he found out that his girlfriend can no longer play the role of Darna? Well, Luis Manzano, who is known for posting hilarious videos and photos on social media, has once again posted a photo that caught the netizens' attention. He edited a photo of Darna and replaced Darna's head with his. Ito na po siguro ang pinakatamang panahon para I-announce. Ako ang papalit kay 3 Angel Locsin bilang si Darna, I expect your support po. FYI, ang ding ko po a si Bonal Balingat, Luis wrote as a caption. A few moments later, he added on the comments section that Angel Locsin and his mother, Vilma Santos, will always be as Darna. Invite you to watch the video. Plan to kill Philippine President Duterte uncovered by the PNP. Read what happened here. President Rodrigo Duterte has continuously reaffirmed his stand on the war waged against drugs, and he incessantly does so every chance he gets. In line with this, despite the many who are pleased with the changes we have been witnessing in the prior days of the president, not everyone favors this change. On recent news, the Philippine National Police, PNP, have uncovered from a smuggling syndicate a plan to assassinate the tough-talking President Duterte. According to the PNP, the syndicate was selling gun parts to an unknown group that is currently conspiring the said assassination. On a press conference in Camp Crame, suspect Wilfred Palma, a member of the smuggling group, admitted that their biggest customer planned to buy gun parts. Ang sabi sa akin ng boss ko, yung number 1 customer naman may balak na mortar and lower-end gun parts at gagamitin sa assassination ni President Duterte, he revealed. He further revealed that the customer intended to buy 100 upper receiving parts, 40 barrels and 30 bolt assembly parts that could possibly be used to make 100 M16 rifles. Although PNP Chief De La Rosa shared his assumption in regards the plan, saying, "Actually hindi pa natin natumbak itong tao na ito, pero most likely hindi siguro saya yung gun for hire. Baka inutusan lang ito ng sindikato na bumili ng ganon para gamitin for that purpose." Palma is now being considered as a witness. He is currently being investigated according to orders of Chief Supt. Rolo Buzan, Chief of Criminal Investigation and Detection Group, while Palma's boss is confined in a hospital in Bacolod due to hypertension. CIDG were able to recover smuggled gun parts from the U.S. summing up to a total of P4.5 million in worth. Invite you to watch the video. PNP Chief De La Rosa orders the celebrities involved in illegal drugs to surrender now. The Chief of Philippine National Police Ronald Beto De La Rosa is not convinced with the appeal of the actor Robin Padilla, as he was asking President Duterte not to name the artists who are using illegal drugs. According to PNP Chief De La Rosa, if they will not be named, the war against drugs will not be fair to all. The Duterte administration follows strict rules when it comes to their campaign against illegal drugs. De La Rosa further explained that the PNP will appear as if they are choosing names when it comes to revealing who is involved or not. The government holds a list of the artists who are involved and uses drugs. He's encouraging them to surrender themselves now to the authorities. De La Rosa also made a revelation that there are some artists who are calling him now, saying that they will undergo drug tests to prove that they are innocent. Invite you to watch the video. Couple doing motorcycle tricks ended up in a tragic accident. A video of a couple as they were doing tricks with their motorcycle. The motorcycle was defying gravity as the front wheel of the vehicle was up in the air. The woman was sitting down on the seat of the motorcycle while the boyfriend stepping on the end of the motorcycle standing up. They were seen speeding up in the highway as they were being filmed. The 18-second video shows how dangerous the stunt that they are doing was. But in another video that was posted along with the other video shows two persons, a man and a woman, lying down the streets covered with blood. Some people assumed that the couple who were doing the dangerous tricks were the ones who were caught in the accident as well. However, there are netizens who noticed the slight difference with the two. The man was already wearing blue pants on the second video while he was wearing shorts in the first one. Invite you to watch the video. Just what is going on with the WWE Universal title picture? The past few weeks in WWE have been tumultuous, at least as far as the main event picture on Monday Night Raw is concerned. The company's flagship show needed a world champion to represent its brand, and it seemed as if they'd found the perfect choice in Finn Balor. The former NXT champion was drafted to Raw and was immediately given the star treatment. He won 2 matches in his first night on the show, including a clean victory over Roman Reigns to earn a title shot, and then went on to become the WWE's first ever Universal Champion after beating Seth Rollins clean as a whistle. It was clear that WWE had decided to hitch its wagon onto the Demon King, and the future seemed bright. Unfortunately, in the process of a star-making moment, Balor suffered a severe shoulder injury that has put him on the shelf for the next 6 months and also forced him to relinquish the title that he'd won the night before. WWE's been criticized in the past for doing a less than stellar job of creating new main event stars, and it seemed like a painful moment of irony that the one time in which they pulled off a masterful job of building a legitimate main event draw, the man gets injured in an extremely unfortunate circumstance. With the title vacated, it was decided that there would be a 4-way elimination match to determine the next champion, and who would get the initial run with the belt that Balor unfortunately missed out on. Now, conventional thinking led fans to speculate that even though there were 4 wrestlers involved, there were really only 2 serious options for WWE to go with as Universal Champion, Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns. After all, Big Cass, and his charismatic tag team partner, Enzo Amore, may have been popular, but he wasn't anywhere near as seasoned as the other 3 wrestlers involved. Meanwhile, Kevin Owens, who has arguably been the most entertaining heel on the roster since being called up from NXT, was clearly the most popular wrestler involved, but it seemed like a world title victory for him was still out of the question at the moment. After all, WWE has had a habit of sticking to safe, predictable booking as far as their main event picture was concerned, so it only seemed reasonable that they'd go for the safe choice in the marketable Reigns or the reasonable choice in Rollins, since they'd be able to bill him as the heel champ who callously put the inaugural champ on the shelf. Over the course of what was a very entertaining and well-thought-out match, it seemed as if WWE was indeed going to go in the direction that everyone figured they would. Big Cass was the first man eliminated, but he still came out of the match looking like a legitimate threat, so that's definitely a positive for him going forward. However, the second and third eliminations are what had the wrestling world going absolutely nuts. With the match seemingly going in Roman Reigns' favor, one of the biggest shocks in recent memory occurred when Triple H, of all people, made a run in and attacked Reigns. He hit him with the pedigree, which, for some reason, is still the strongest finishing move in the WWE right now when applied by the Game himself, and left the scraps for Rollins to collect. While this was a twist, it was a safe twist since it seemed logical that Triple H would return to get revenge on Reigns for his defeat in the main event of WrestleMania 32 and help his protégé win the title. However, this is when the twist got exciting. Instead of hitting a pedigree on a prone Kevin Owens, Triple H turned his legendary finisher on the man who he passed his finisher down to, Seth Rollins. The look on Kevin Owens' face as Triple H gave him a nod of approval before he smashed Rollins' face into the mat mirrored the reaction of nearly every fan and general observer of this wacky show. Meanwhile, the hot crowd in Houston was jubilant, and the show actually ended with Owens, who is one of the biggest heels in the company, mind you, being showered with "You deserve it" chants from the adoring crowd. As the legendary Gorilla Monsoon would have put it, it really was a happening. What makes this development so exciting is the fact that it's opened up so many questions as far as the future of the WWE Universal Championship is concerned. What's even better is that the questions are the good type of questions, instead of the bad type of questions that leave you trying to figure out how they can recover from a mess that they booked themselves into. In this case, WWE has left us all wondering just what in the world is going on. Why did Triple H go rogue on his, seemingly former, authority partners in Stephanie McMahon and Seth Rollins? What direction does Rollins go in after this? Just how many golden nuggets are we going to hear Kevin Owens give us with his mic work on the next episode of Raw? Also, who is going to be his first challenger? Will they find a way to revive his never-ending feud with Sami Zayn? What will his relationship with Triple H be as we go forward? Do they actually form an alliance, or was this just a power play on the COO's part in order to get one over on Raw's authority duo of Mick Foley and his wife? For the first time in a while, nobody can really make heads or tails of exactly what's going on with the main storyline on Monday Night Raw, and that's actually a really good thing. We've reached another point in WWE's history where there is genuine intrigue surrounding the flagship show, and that is a very positive development. When Finn Balor suffered his extremely unfortunate injury, WWE was given a huge batch of lemons. With the way that they have developed things since the injury, they've made themselves a tasty batch of lemonade out of those lemons. They have laid the foundation for what could be one of the most interesting storylines that the company has come up with in years. Of course, this all depends on how they execute going forward, but for now, they've given the fans something exciting to anticipate. An extremely talented wrestler and entertaining personality will be carrying the Big Red Belt on the Big Red Show, and the possibilities are endless. With SmackDown Live just being a solid show from top to bottom, NXT still managing to stay interesting despite the ton of recent call-ups to the main roster, and Raw giving itself an injection of intrigue with the end of last Monday's show, it's really a fun time to be a WWE fan right now. That's all that most fans ask for during these times, fun. Thank you for watching videos like you. Remember, the channel, register and comment below. Thank you.